Okay. What was your first job and how did it end?
My first real proper job was actually coming out of university as a project manager, and it ended well, but that was because I met my wife. The job was in Germany, and I met my now wife who was living in the UK at the time, so I had to move. So that's why I left the job. So it was like kind of a good ending. Otherwise, I don't know how it would have had ended, but yeah,
Well, it
it
was good
was
that it
all
ended.
right. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, second question. What does your CV look like?
my CV is pretty eclectic. Is that the right word? So yeah, a lot of jobs, and like normally, yeah, maximum 2 years, 1 year. The longest job, 3 years.
Could you give us an example of one of them?
For the short jobs, um, yeah, my last job was like supposed to be 1 year, but I left a bit earlier.
Okay, third question. What job are you in now?
Technically, I'm unemployed at the moment.
Should we say self-employed?
No,
No?
unemployed.
Unemployed?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm a scrounger.
Okay, fourth question. How long is the longest you've been in a job?
The longest I've been in a job was for 3 years, and yeah, that was actually quite a good job.
What was that job?
That was a job I had 2 years ago. Well, I finished it 2 years ago, and that was in like a site supervisor at the biogas plant in the UK. And yeah, I did quite well there because I had a amazing boss, and we got along really well. And he kind of saw what my strengths are, and worked around it. So he just I don't know, stopped asking me doing things I wouldn't do, and he was quite like OCD, very organized, and he had to. So he was like really good in some areas, and I was good in problem solving, improving. So on the creative side, so we were a really good team in a way. So
Okay.
that worked out very well. I would
And
have
can I ask?
stayed there, but then I decided to do an MBA.
Oh, okay. So that's why you left
Yes,
voluntarily.
yeah.
Okay, great. Um, right. Oh, um, what would you? What would your ideal? Oh, sorry. What would your ideal job or career be?
Oh, I think my ideal job would be, yeah, not a job like a 9 to 5 standard job where you sit indoors and do everything over and over again, but something like several jobs. I think like having like multiple little tasks, and maybe like some tasks that give me a routine, and others where I can be creative and do, I don't know, what I'm good at
Okay.
with people. I like-minded people. So I
Have you
think,
got
yeah,
anything?
working with people instead of working for people.
Okay. Have you got anything in mind? In that?
Um, I don't know. I just want to continue doing at the moment what I'm doing now. So like doing
Oh,
this
what is it?
ADHD, adult
Doing.
ADHD channel,
Okay.
doing another YouTube channel. I've got an offer to do some more filming, and then yeah, I'm actually talking to another company now because they want my help for some tasks concerning like going like more international. And so I think, yeah, that looks quite promising. I hope it will
That
all
sounds
work
great.
out. Yeah.
It will work out. Okay. Do you want me to ask you this one just because it's have you received any accommodations or reasonable adjustments?
No, because I've came across ADHD, or I was diagnosed with ADHD after when I was not in a job. So that was like during my MBA.
Okay.
So yeah, I haven't worked ever since.
Right. What was your worst work experience and why?
I think my worst work experience was my first job here in the UK, and that was for two reasons. First, I was not used to the culture, so there's like a difference in culture between the German way of working, especially in engineering, and the British way. And then yeah, my ADHD got quite in the way with that job because I had like a very authoritarian ex-army commander, chief manager, and yeah, that obviously went like really bad. So and that I had like I don't know. My worst experience was I don't know. I had several, so many, but just to name one,
Mm.
I got like pushed by him, like so, like
Pushed
physically.
physically?
Uh,
Did you push him back?
no, I didn't. I was really shocked. Like, but I was
Yeah.
I don't know. Afterwards, I felt like really bad, and I felt like really put down. And then on another occasion, I don't know. I was like kind of like bullied. So where I don't know. I was like, there was a meeting set up, and I was supposed to participate, and then everyone went in the meeting room, and he said like last minute, "Oh no, actually we don't want you in that meeting." So and it was like, what? So I had to
That's
wait,
awful.
yeah, outside. So
I'm sorry
and
that happened.
yeah, it happened in another job as well. Like, but it's like, yeah, I mean, it was my not my fault, but obviously the condition
Yeah.
uh,
And undiagnosed as well.
didn't help me, undiagnosed, and I had no idea what was going on. I thought I was like super duper, and instead I was like, yeah, underperforming in their eyes, and they were probably right. Because but it was, yeah, it was just the case of undiagnosed ADHD, I think.
Okay. What positive things do you bring to the workplace?
I think, yeah, thinking outside the box, creativity, and uh, yeah, when I do get along with people, I get along with them very well, and I think that can also like I don't know lift the team spirit. And I think now being diagnosed, I can also see my faults a bit more and be a bit more humble and respect people for what they are. So like respect authorities, for example. And yeah, so I think I can, since I know about ADHD now, I can use my strength, like being creative and sociable.
I think that's yeah, I think that's true. I think you do good. Okay. What this is the last question. So, what's the most important piece of advice you'd give someone with ADHD about work?
Uh, be a bit, yeah. Well, I think yeah, being kind to yourself, respect yourself. It's that's the most important bit, because if you don't respect yourself, and you can't respect others, and then yeah, give the self the same respect to others, and be humble. Really, like uh, don't think you know everything better, because that's a problem. I think with ADHD, you're sometimes so focused on things and you see them like really clearly in your head, but yeah, just don't think this is you've got like the ultimate wisdom.
Yeah.
It's like just just work with others and try to yeah to be more self-aware and respect others. I think that's my main advice.
Sounds great. That's good advice.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very
Is that
much.
good?